Stay patient, be safe, have fun, relax. You're ready, you're ready.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little bit, but I've done a lot of flying here lately, and I wanted to do some videos, but some of them were at night like this, and I just didn't have my camera set up to where I could get a lot of good video footage. One of the things I see on social media is student pilots that are really anxious about flying at night. To me, I felt it very almost relaxing because there's like you up in the air by yourself and the whole world below you. And it's like you're flying over a Christmas tree. There's lights everywhere, and you don't realize how far you can see until you get up into some higher altitudes, and you can see for quite a ways. On this night, I got to fly to just shy of 10,000 feet, which was pretty exhilarating. I also got to do some work on slow flight maneuvers in nighttime, along with doing some hood work and instrument training. Now I'm all about the training process and working my way to become a private pilot. But sometimes you gotta cut free of training and have a little fun, like flying over a friend's house. Or just having a good conversation with a friend. Or just flying over the landscape just to see what kind of scenery your area has. This is Lake the Ozarks, just below the Truman Dam in Warsaw, Missouri. I had a few lessons where I was working on crosswind landings. Like on this day, we were having 18-knot crosswinds. And although it didn't help to get my landing smooth like I wanted to be, at least this way I knew that I could land in a good crosswind. And on another night, I got to do a cross-country flight to our state's capital, Jeff City. Which brings us to the day that I've been training for, the day I get to solo.
Now we're looking a little more copacetic. And on your throttle, power down to go down. 400 feet. I don't think we need power. Airspeed's perfect. Pitch is good. Keep her on center line. Left wing just slightly low for the crosswind. Right rudder, kicked it in there to make her straight. Little more righty rudder. Little more righty rudder. Now you're straight. Nice round out. Hold her steady. A little hard. You could have flared through that. That seemed like it took a lot more correction than I would have expected, but maybe I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. At 160 at 5, so there's definitely a crosswind.
Yeah, but 5 shouldn't be that much.
Well, you were awful slow that approach too. That's probably why your flight controls were kind of acting sloppy. Because you shot that whole approach at 60, did you notice that?
Really?
Yeah. And that's why when you came in and flared, it just went, because you had no speed to float with. But you didn't come back off the runway, you notice that? Which is good. Sometimes I'm feeling good. Sometimes I wake up crying at night. There we go.
Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 49 Foxtrot, midfield for a downwind 18 Warsaw.
Wouldn't change a thing. Looking great. Start working your speed down to that 80. Looking for 70 on final. Power down to go down. Don't let the height stress you out. Just make sure you're at idle. Then just be real patient with it. You're doing great. Perfect. Just a tiny bit of right rudder's all you need. Here's your round up. See how when you come into this with a little extra speed, you get a little time? Hold it off. That was perfect. Nice job. You were perfectly centered, perfectly parallel, and a nice... Everything happened maybe a foot high. That's why we had that little pump at the end. But short of that, it was nuts on. Show me one more like that. Without any distractions. Now remember, when you're up here by yourself, don't get distracted by every little thing. If somebody else is around here, just go around. If you know it's going to f*** your landing up, just go around. Just fly another circle and call on the radio, hey, I'm going around, I'm in a downwind, and then be good to go.
Can you count how many times we...
Almost crashed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 landings so far. I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. That's good.
Come on. Something on the wheel. Something. Right. This is going to be perfection.
I know it is. That's the confidence we want, man, right there.
It's so good that women driving down the 65 are going to just stop and throw their panties out on the runway. Maybe they should keep them on. Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 49 Foxtrot, midfield for a downwind 18 Warsaw. All right. Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 49 Foxtrot, turning final, Warsaw.
Put it on what matters. Nice job. Keep that over there when you're in the crosswind. That's the only mistake you made the whole time. You kept adding correction as needed. You want to do one more? Or you want me to get out?
Oh. Let's go for it.
Okay, you're ready. Stay patient. Be safe. Have fun. Relax. You're ready. You're ready. Couple of things to consider. Go ahead and switch fuel tanks so you're on your fullest fuel tank. Going out. When I get out, this thing is going to take a 200-pound dump. It's going to take off quicker. It's going to climb quicker. On your approach to landing, it's going to float more with any amount of speed. So just be a little extra patient on your approach and landing because things are going to take a little more time to settle out and slow down with 200 pounds out of the cockpit here. And it will be a little lighter on the stick to flare too because of that. Because you're not going to have all this weight here in the front. So to flare, it'll take a little less back pressure as well. But just pay attention to your horizon and your pitch and everything will work out great. I'll run in and grab my radio and come out and videotape your first one if you want me to, even though you got 3 cameras already. Be safe, have fun, go-arounds are free. Questions for me?
Nope.
All right, man, you've earned it. Go have fun.
Right now, it just needs to be practiced.
Yep, you got it. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Give me 3 or 4, however many you feel like doing, until we're running out of daylight. We'll go from there.
Oh, okay.
All right, man.
To say I was nervous would be an understatement. But I had pretty good confidence in my landings, and I knew everything was going to turn out just fine.
James, are you hearing me? Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 7249, Foxtrot, back taxiing 18 Warsaw.
And although I didn't get a response from James when I tried to reach him, I made sure there was no incoming traffic, went down to the warm-up area, and tried to call my instructor just to double-check my radios.
Oh, man. Little on the nervous side. It is odd not having somebody over there.
Anybody that has solo knows the feelings that I was going through at this point. It's almost like you're getting ready to do something that you shouldn't be doing, but you have permission to do it, so it's okay.
Chad, you got a copy?
At this point, I'm worried that my radio wasn't working, and I was considering just aborting the solo flight and returning back to the hangar until we got it fixed.
Hey, do you have your radio on? I can't hear you at all. Yeah.
He said I was transmitting just fine and everybody could hear me loud and clear, but for some reason I wasn't receiving the transmissions.
All right. Nope. Nothing. Nope.
I'm not going to lie, at this point I was feeling kind of bummed because I thought this solo flight wasn't going to happen.
Warsaw traffic, Tri-Phaser 130.
There it goes.
Left crosswind, 18, Warsaw.
Hey Josh, how do you hear me now?
I got you now.
Hey firm. It was just probably because I was sitting in my pickup truck and you're behind the hill over there.
Well, that wouldn't make any sense for the other pilots, though.
Warsaw traffic, Tri-Phaser 130, Papa.
All right. I'm getting them now.
20, Warsaw.
Already. All right.
I fiddled with my headset plugs, the fuse breakers, and the volume switch on my radio, and one of the combination ended up getting everything working again. I've flown several times since and never had another issue with my radio. I don't know exactly what it was, but at this point I'm kind of chalking it up to pre-solo glitch. A tri-pacer had called on the radio earlier and said that he was in the pattern, so I was trying to locate him on an ADS-B and looking out the windows.
Warsaw traffic, Tri-Phaser 130, Papa. Departing the pattern to the north, Warsaw.
Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 7249 Foxtrot. Entering a 18 departure, Warsaw. Here we go. Airspeed's alive, 40, 60, round up. Dang, this thing's climbs. Chaz, you need to go on a diet. This thing climbs way better.
See, you get rid of all that dead weight. Keep your rudder square as you climb out.
Climbing at about 800 feet per minute. There's 1500. 1600, gonna do a left-hand climbing turn. There's pattern, pitch, power. All right. Turning to the north. All right. This is what it's been for. So let's do this. Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 49 Foxtrot, midfield for a downwind 18 Warsaw.
Forward traffic, Cherokee 38 Lima, 10 miles to the west, inbound for a low midfield approach and overfly. Forward traffic.
All right, let's do this. Warsaw Airport, Cherokee 49 Foxtrot, turning final 18 Warsaw.
Looking good, man, real stable. Dang, man, that was your best one all day.
I'm telling you, it's just you. God, that one felt great.
Give me 3 or 4 more like that and we'll call it a day, man. That one looked awesome.
All because of the cameras.
It was kind of a joke between my instructor and I that since I was supposed to have soloed several times before when we had decent weather, I didn't have my cameras with me, so I couldn't solo, or I didn't want to solo without my cameras. Although he knew I was documenting my journey to becoming a private pilot, he joked with me that the cameras wouldn't make me land any better. although my battery died on my outside camera just shortly after taking off, and just shortly after my first touch and go, my rear-facing camera, the one that records my audio, ran out of battery itself. I did retain the use of my forward-facing camera for the remainder of the flight. I ended up doing 19 touch and goes before I soloed, and then 10 touch and goes after I soloed. I just realized that the camera in front of me had died and turned around to see if the one behind me was still going or not. Although I wanted to keep flying, the sun was getting low in the sky, and I knew that I had one more process I had to go through before I finished my solo flights.
side, so you can't fight.
What do I do here? Is it recording?
It's recording.
Because you're an extra pain in the ass. I'm going to take the extra part of your shirt here.
For those who are not familiar with this tradition, when they used to train pilots, the instructor used to sit behind the pilot and grab a hold of his shirt tail, and he would pull on one side of the shirt or the other side of the shirt to get him to turn that direction. And cutting his shirt tail off signifies that he doesn't need to be behind him telling him what to do anymore. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.